Today I'm going to show you how to adjust your idle switch and idle speed on a Mazda Miata. I was asked to make this video from my nephew who's having a problem getting his idle speed back down. It's idling around 1500 or so, he said. He can't, no matter what he does, he can't get it back down. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to check the idle switch, which is very important to idle speed on an early Mazda Miata. So we're going to look here at a, see here, this right here is a 1990 Mazda Miata. This is actually a spec Miata, so it's, you know, the engine's set up a little bit different, not much, basically all stock. Just the suspension, everything's going to be different, but so this is what we're going to do here. We are going to take a multimeter and a couple little wires, if you can see here. What you want to do is have two wires, see if I can get this focused here. Two wires like this one, small, that will plug into the idle switch, which is right here. So we're going to unplug this switch right here. We are going to take these two connectors. One's going to go to the bottom, one's going to go to the middle. And we're going to set our multimeter on ohms. And you always want to check your multimeter by touching the leads together, making sure that, hey, it works. Okay? So now we're going to grab these two bottom ones. And right now we are switched, which is good. This is what you should have. You should have very little ohms. We have 4.4 ohms. And if we just touch the throttle just a little bit, it goes away. Let go, it's on. I mean, just a fraction of an inch, it goes away. Now, what we also want to do is we want to check the full throttle section of the switch. So we're going to take the bottom lead out, the little red one out that I have red down here, and we're going to put it to the top. So you're going to go middle to the top. And right now we're open, which is normal. Now we're going to go full throttle all the way. You want that to be connected. 0.4, 0.5 ohms. That's good. If not, you have a screw. One screw up here on top, one directly below it. This thing will rotate up and down. You want to rotate it until you get both those to be correct. Alright? Now the other thing we can do is we'll disconnect this. I'll show you what it's like when it's running correctly. We're going to plug this back in. We're going to start the car up. Now the engine's running. This is idle speed. What should happen is when this pull this off, actually it should be better. You should hear a little bit of a difference. It kind of smooths out a little bit. It's going to go up a little bit. Now your idle speed screw is right here. So you can take the screw and you can turn the screw down. Bring idle down, counterclockwise, bring it back up. So if you still have an issue, so now let's say you still have an issue with this. You got this adjusted, you've got this screw all the way down, and your idle is still too high. What you have right here is an air valve. And this works off the coolant. Normally, hot idle compensator, you know, it can raise the idle. This could be stuck. So what you could do is is you can take this off. There's 4 screws. This one in the front's a little bit harder to get to. So you probably have a bad air valve. Now if you don't want to buy a new one, or these cars are pretty old, a lot of people just want to get this thing to pass smog. If you're in California or somewhere with smog and you've got to get the idle down below 1200 RPM, and this thing is keeping you from doing that, what you can do is, what I've done here is there's a little O-ring right here. Make sure that goes back in there. So there's your air slide. Now this thing can be stuck open, causing you some issues. So what I've done here on this car, I wanted to get rid of it. You got coolant running through here. Like I said, it's a spec Miata. I blocked it off. What you do is you take a piece of cardboard, you lay it over here, you cut it. You cut it so it just fits over that. Put 4 holes in it, and I'll show you what it looks like here. So that when we come look at this, there is no way for the air to get in, to bypass. So that is a quick fix if you don't have money for an air valve, or you want to get rid of it and you're having an issue. So that's it. Hopefully this helps, and check back for some more videos in the future.